Ever since we understood the world and were exposed to the world of science and science fiction, we have always been curious about time travel. Its meaning, its possibilities and whatnot. Hollywood movies have dug around the concept of time travel and delivered movies like Doctor Who, Star Trek, and not to forget, Back to the Future. After innumerable movies, theories and constant plowing around the same thing, all we can say that this is a muddled topic. But what if we could have actually time traveled? What are its possibilities? Can we go to a point in the past or future and come back from where we initially set off? Are human beings ready for this new adventure? Well, many scientists say that time travel is possible while a lot deny the same. Some even say that attempting to time travel might be fatal to human beings. Before we begin, let us think about what we could have done if time travel was actually possible. Well, for starters, we could have visited our past selves and stopped them from making bad decisions and told them the better options. We all would have done this to ourselves. But the major thing that we can do if we could time travel was use it to stop disasters. From human-imposed accidents to major mishaps which have changed history and caused losses to lives, we could have stopped them. We can travel back in time and help people to curb natural disasters by warning them about their occurrence. Maybe we couldn't have avoided them completely, however, we could have saved some lives. One can hope, right? Another thing that each individual wishes to do is see how the future looks. We all want to go ahead in time and see how it pans out for us, the world, and how our lives take shape. Every day, each person hustles to make their hard work count. And getting to know how everything takes shape in the future might be beneficial for people so that they can either take wiser decisions now or feel contented with what they have done. However, this has some downsides too. What if you don't make it? Despite everything that you have, what if your future does not look like what you envisaged it to be? Well, that's something we need to contemplate. Time traveling can be of different utility to different people. Like we mentioned, some might travel to their pasts and change their life decisions or help the world, while some may travel to the future to have a look at how things turned out. Some might also wish to travel to the future to help the world, right? You might even want to go relive your glory days, relive your college life or school life. Revisit your first solo trip or a memory that you cherish the most. Some might even travel back to the point in time when the universe was formed. Anything is possible, right? Well, now let's take a minute and think about the possibilities that time travel brings to us. The immense potential it brings into the picture and its endless scope to reshape how the world works. Theoretically, time travel is possible based on the laws of physics. However, time travelers wouldn't be able to alter the past in a significant way, and the future shall remain unaltered. Let us tell you how shall the future remain unchanged. As we were discussing that we shall travel back in time and warn our past selves about the wrong decisions we have taken or give warnings to the authorities to make sure that we can curb the disasters, but technically, in the future we would not have decided to time travel, and therefore, the future remains unchanged. We researched about it and we found that this is called the grandfather paradox. It has been researched that time travel theoretically is only possible since Einstein came up with the theory of relativity. Einstein happened to suggest it is possible for an object in our universe to travel through space and time in a circular direction and finally end up at a point on its journey where it's been before, or from where it has passed. Still, this cannot change what happens in the future or change the past. A take on this paradox appears in the movie, Back to the Future. It is said that if you mess with an event in the timeline, the whole flow can mess up, to the extent that it potentially might harm your very existence. Scary, right? However, if researchers and scientists are able to find a method to safely perform time travel and it does not alter any even in any potentially hazardous ways and is used for the benefit of mankind, I think it will be a boon to humankind. Time traveling has immense possibilities, and while it can be something great and useful, it can also have some hazardous effects across the universe. But it's safe to conclude that no matter what we do, the future cannot be altered. Another topic of discussion is the butterfly effect. That's a topic for another time. Let's see what the future holds for us. We can go all crazy with time travel, and the history, science and math bugs will have a field trip. Please go ahead and subscribe to our channel for more mind-boggling theories.